Welcome in, Houston. ESPN Radio 97.5 and 92.5 is the Bullpen with the producers here of ESPN Radio. I am Brian McDonald, found on Twitter at SackByBMac. The man to my right is Sean Mapes from half the shows on the station. He can be found on Twitter at Sean A. Mapes. And the man behind the glass today is Johnny Belmer on Twitter at Third Coast Johnny. Welcome back. Actually, you were with us last week, too. I forget week to week. It all
Welcome back
together.
from last week.
Welcome back from
apparently
exactly.
unforgettable,
Welcome,
right?
Yeah, that's when people ask me like, how would you describe John Belmer? It's like, forgettable. Like he blends in. It's like he's background, like a potted plant usually.
That's disrespectful. You disrespect him a little bit.
Yeah, well, I kid because I love
You can't do that to John Belmer here on the day of UFC 300. We had a show.
Is there anyone that's a bigger fan of UFC than Johnny Belmer?
At this station, probably not. Honestly.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
No, I think Belmer's number one. But yeah, I mean, we did the entire show last week about WrestleMania, and so when I walked,
allegedly we did the whole show.
When I walked in, Belmer was like, "So, is it going to be all Masters or UFC 300?"
Well, I will say
not going to be Masters.
Yeah, I'm about to say, John, you won't have to worry about that because if there's one thing. The only thing I might know less about than the UFC is golf right now.
Yeah, and plus, Will Dr. Charlie Epps had you covered here.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Station.
What are we going to say that they didn't already say 10 times better?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea what I could say about the Masters.
The only thing I really know is that Scotty Scheffler's doing well and Tiger Woods made the cut. I know those two things.
Yes.
Beyond
correct
that,
on both accounts.
Yeah. If beyond that, if you want any takes from me, I'm sorry. Just go back and listen to the Charlie Epps hour golf podcast. So something I didn't love this week, the Houston Astros have
more like Houston Astros.
I mean, how else are we going to say they sucked? Right now, currently as they stand, the Houston Astros are a sucky baseball team. Like I don't know what else we're supposed to say right now. You get swept by the Royals. The Rangers, I mean, I know the final score was, obviously looking a lot closer than how it felt earlier in the game. I don't care that it ended up being like, kind of almost a safe situation at the end for the Rangers. It was, 12-2 before we blinked. So, I mean, Astros, it's one thing if they had a 4-game losing streak and it's, 5-4, 5-3 each night. I can live with that. I'm like, okay, it's baseball. It's 162. You're going to have some bad luck here and there. Things are going to go your way sometimes where it might flip in the future. But when the Royals are bludgeoning you, like I don't even know what the total score from the three game series. Like it was probably close to what that Astros Rangers series in August of last year, where the Astros beat them like 30-10. It's probably close to that. When the Royals do that to you, and then the Rangers are up 12-2 before you can blink. I mean. Right now, they're a bad baseball team, and I still think they're going to pull out of that, mostly because, Sean, you, I, and Joe George have a Astros over 92.5 bat.
Yeah, they just need, 89 more wins?
God, I thought that bet was such a lock. I really did.
Like 2 weeks ago, too.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I think our total that we put down on it was 75. I would have been willing to go higher. I was very confident in that bet. I'm so glad we didn't because I am no longer confident in that bet. Like, I think they're still going to rebound and have a winning record. I think they're going to make the playoffs still. I feel decently about that.
Last year they won 90 games.
Exactly, but they can make the playoffs without getting to 93 wins, which we would need to cash that bet. So, yeah.
They're only down 4.5 in the division. So,
yeah.
Got that?
Sure, I guess. Yeah. Who's on the mound today?
It doesn't matter. They're going to be out by the end of the first inning.
Well, just for
posterity.
Yeah. Let's look it up.
The Astros ace, Ronel Blanco.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Johnny, mark this down. Guaranteed win today for the Houston Astros. Guaranteed win. Ronel Blanco, the stopper. If he was a wrestler, he would be known as the stopper. I mean, he's going to stop this Astros losing streak
against Andrew Heaney, who lost his last start against the Astros when the Astros started Blair Hinley.
The same Blair Hinley. They got one out in the game.
Yes, but Andrew Heaney lost to that game.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Currently Andrew Heaney's got a 7.56 ERA, which is I'm doing the math quickly in my head. Much higher than Ronel Blanco's 0 ERA.
Yeah. I was gonna say he'd fit in with the rest of the Astros rotation.
He'd be the Astros' second starter right now. Yeah, he'd be the Astros' second starter.
What, you can give us 3 innings while getting shelled?
Oh my God,
like
that's the other thing. Like they're having to.
Spencer Arrighetti by far had the best start. Maybe had the best start of the Royal Series.
They've gone through a stretch now with Blair Hanley gave you 1 out. Hunter Brown gave you 2 outs. Set a record for most hits allowed in the first inning.
Not good.
At least he got to see history, right? Chase history. Hashtag Chase history. And
Earn history.
Earn history. Yeah, that was the title. Whatever. They both work. Shut up, Sean. And then, like you said, Spencer Arrighetti gave what, 3 innings?
3 innings. So he's a horse of 7. I think it was 7 earned runs.
So now they're having to bring up like these random ass relievers from AAA that I've never heard of because the bullpen's having to go damn near 8 innings every game.
Yes, and so like guys are throwing 52 pitches in long relief and then just getting immediately sent down so they can call up a fresh arm.
Because they got to go literally strap ice on their arms and shoulders for the next week straight so that it doesn't fall off. And oh my God. So, all right, we're going to dig into.
Seth Martinez has been pretty good.
Yeah. I saw a stat like just in a crazy. He's been good. Brandon Belak's been, well, at times good. I saw a crazy stat with the amount of pitches Brandon Belak had to throw like over a 4-day stretch as a quote unquote relief pitcher. Just absolutely insane. But let's dig into some of these Astros topics, and we'll get into the Reggie Jackson audio in the next segment because boy, some of the things he had to say. If the results in the field weren't concerning enough, he certainly threw some more concern out there for Astros fans. But we mentioned it just a second ago. Hunter Brown, just absolute ass. Sucked again. He's allowed 19 hits, 14 earned runs over 3 2/3 innings in the last 2 starts. Look, I mean, that last season he had in AAA was amazing. I know we all fell in love with, oh my God, he looks like just like Justin Verlander. In those 2 starts he had at the end of the 2022 season when he first got called up were very good. But it was only 2 starts. But ever since then, I mean, first half of last year pretty good. Second half was awful. His ERA was over 5 in the second half. And he's gotten shelled 2 times out in a row. And even the quote-unquote good start that in the series against the Yankees was only 4 innings. I mean, how close are you, Sean, to, especially with Verlander about to come back, maybe Fromber's not too far away, how close are you to bailing and moving Hunter Brown either to the bullpen or sending him back to AAA?
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Like you said, the last 2 starts being 14 earned runs. Honestly, the worst part is the runs.
They're all the worst part.
But 3 2/3 innings pitch. Like it's just not sustainable to keep having pitchers or starting pitchers that get pulled after 1 inning, especially when you're worried. I mean, the worry after the Yankee series, the worry before the season even started was about the relief.
Yeah, the middle relief, and you're asking so many more innings than
So and the bright side, the middle relief looks better because the starting
they're hardened veterans at this point. Yeah. They've been battle tested in the fires of Mordor at this point, having to pitch 8 innings every day.
Yeah, but so the 3 2/3 is honestly what to me is. You are getting demoted. It is just a question of Sugarland or the bullpen. Maybe, honestly,
I think it's AAA. Like, I don't think moving him to the bullpen really fixes. And unless you think he's completely irredeemable as a starting pitcher, then I don't see the point of the bullpen because I don't know if that really fixes him.
So the only thing is that one could be sending him to the minors is a long-term fix, or not fix, but because it doesn't guarantee anything.
It's a long-term play. Yeah.
Short-term, though, you might just need him in the bullpen just to be the Seth Martinez when Seth Martinez can't pitch every night. Because if you're going to keep needing relievers to pitch 7 of the 9 innings.
Can an Astros middle reliever or long reliever be qualified for the Cy Young? Will he get enough? will he meet the innings threshold to be able to qualify for the Cy Young Award?